Tonight's dinner idea, cowboy casserole. To get started, we're going to put a little over a pound of hamburger meat into a hot frying pan and get that seasoned with some salt and pepper. Next, we're going to add a diced red pepper. If you have green pepper, that works too. And now I'm going to add a generous amount of the McCormick's Grill Mate seasoning, roasted garlic and herb. Then a heaping tablespoon of chopped garlic, 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, and a small 11-ounce can of the Green Giant Mexican corn blend, and some Worcestershire sauce. Then add a can of Campbell's beefy onion condensed soup. Now it's time to add a half a block of cubed cream cheese. Now we just have a few more things to add to this before we start letting it cook down. The next seasoning we're adding is the McCormick's Grill Mates Chipotle and roasted garlic seasoning, and a huge handful of some sharp shredded cheddar. Now it's time to hold this at a simmer and let it thicken up. Stir it occasionally so it doesn't stick. You'll know it's thick enough when you can slide your spoon through it and it takes a second for it to start to close up the space. Then dump it into your sprayed casserole dish, and then it's time to top it with our hash rounds. These are the Hearty crispy crowns, and they worked perfect. Get your entire casserole covered with it. Now you can just dump them on there if you want and spread them out, but I wanted mine in a single layer and I wanted them all neat. So you do this however you want to, however your heart tells you to do it. Once we have them all layered across the top, it's time to put a little seasoning on them. I added a little bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder because I don't want unseasoned potatoes. Then we're going to pop our casserole into a 375-degree oven, and we're going to let that kind of just go until the hash browns start to turn golden brown. Then we're going to pull it out and put a little bit of cheese on top of it. Then we're going to pop it back in the oven just long enough for that cheese to melt and start to turn golden brown, and then that's it. It's finished. Give it a couple of minutes after you pull it out of the oven, but this is ready to go. When I made this casserole, I thought we'd have it for dinner one night and then I'd have leftovers. Well, we had leftovers, but they didn't last very long. Michael ate this 2 meals in a row, back to back. You're going to want to try this.